I'm Janice Banther, and today we're going to be talking about a subject somebody actually wrote in and asked me a question about. The question is from Natasha Irwin, and she wanted to know, how do you teach the stages and the phases of labor? So that's what we're going to be doing today, and I'm going to be doing exactly what I do in class. So here it goes. First thing I like to try and do is have this poster. If you don't have this poster, you can make one up yourself if you're just first starting off. And you have to explain to them, because people think there's different stages of labor, which there are, but they think it's the labor's different stages. So you have to explain to them that the whole first stage of labor is labor. Second stage is pushing. Third stage is placenta, which is down here, and they don't have it on the visual. So what I do is I explain what the early phase is. In very short terms, very layman terms, I explain what the active phase is, how long it usually lasts, how long active phase lasts, and how long transition phase lasts. And on transition, I always say, you see these sharp marks up here? These sharp marks don't mean painful, 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 painful. But I do say that's just showing what her breathing is looking like if she is on a monitor. I always try and use the word ifs, because we want to try and keep moms off the monitors, you know. So I use the happy face, this face, and this face. So I just kind of talk about briefly this first. I'm not talking about how to time contractions. I'm talking about early phase, active phase, transition phase. So let's get started. Early phase, the place where they're smelling like this. So how does it look? I learned the best information about teaching a lot of things from a woman named Linda Todd. And if you've been in childbirth for a long time, or a doula, you know her name. She's written some great books out there. If you don't have them, you should Google her. She's got some good information out there, and she's a great trainer. So she made it clear about trying to use your body a lot. So that's what we're going to do. And here's the first one. Early phase. Wow, I just had a contraction. That was easy. I'm talking through it. See, I'm having a contraction right now, and I'm talking through it. This thing is easy. What was that lady's name in the class that taught us? What was her name? Whoever she was. She said this is going to hurt. This isn't hurt. This is perfectly fine. I want to go to Adventure Island today. We'll have a great time today, because this is just going to be easy as a piece of cake, because we know how early phase feels. Next time, we have the active phase. Active phase. Don't talk. Don't talk. I don't care if your Aunt Bee's out there. I really don't want to see her. And I would really prefer if you would stay on the other side of the room until the contraction's over. Then you may come over and you may kiss me. But don't touch me until then. Kind of a little bit different than it was in the early phase. And now we have that transition phase. Transition phase. Can't do it, can't do it, can't do it, can't do it. Don't want to do this. I want to go home. I want to go home. I just want to go home. Please let me go home. Please, please, please let me go home. Oh, just hit me. Just hit me. Just hit me. I'll feel much better. I just know if you'll just hit me. Oh, God, this is hard. This is hard. No one told me it was going to be this hard. I can't do this. That's transition phase. Then we have the pushing. Pushing is the second stage of labor. And now we're going to go to the pushing stage. Pushing stage. This is learn while you're doing. They can't practice this at home. They can't practice it before birth. This is something that's on-the-job training. So you have to tell them that. It's okay if you don't push right the first 2 or 3 times. You got to learn how to push. And what kind of position do we want to try and keep them out of? Laying down. So if you want to lay down on the floor and show them how not to push when it comes to talking about pushing, and when I talk about pushing, I don't get into positions until we're in that class where we're talking about pushing. Then you have the placenta. Third stage, placenta. Moms are a lot of times really scared about this, and so you have to show them that this is really, it's going to be fine. They are so happy. Their baby is here. The baby's on their belly. They feel good about this, but they're terrified. But I got to pass that placenta. So here's your make-believe placenta that you can buy from Childbirth Graphics and from, I believe, ICEA, and I believe also from Cutting Edge Press, and I believe also from Kappa. And it's mushy like this. It's going to be mushy like this. And once you explain to this mom, you just passed a 14.5-inch head. You're going to be able to do this. And you're going to feel crampy when it happens, but you're going to be able to not push this out. You don't push it out. This just comes out. So that's how I would teach the stages and phases of labor. And that way, in layman's terms, use your body, play act the whole thing. They like it. They understand it a lot better using all the different senses that they have to learn how to do something, and it sticks in their mind a lot better. I hope this works for you. If you have other ideas, please let me know. I would love to find out what they are. Just put your comments below, and you can also contact me. All the information is right down here below. Love to hear from you. Talk to you next time. Bye-bye.